Working with so many stories, DYAI is the ticker symbol. It's amazing. Coronavirus is front and center, and that's something that your company is working on. Tell us where you stand with that.
Yeah, so our role in emerging diseases and threats or pandemics is to be better prepared so when these things come up, not just the coronavirus, but we're going to have more of these over the years as the population grows and expands, travel. And so we've developed a method to produce these things in larger volumes at lower cost so that we can actually get these to the masses rather than just a select few.
So, so people have some background on the company. This was a company that used all kinds of technologies for fading blue jeans, softening them, fading them, and then you have the phrase from genes to genes, and using now this C1 technology that you have in order to fight viruses like the coronavirus, and enzyme production plate for doing exactly this. So, is this something that is it a vaccine? Is it something that's immediate, or are we doing something reactionary for the future?
Well, we're being proactive. We've actually been working for the last 4 years in the European Union with the ZAPI program for zoonotic diseases, which are transferring disease from animals to humans. Mm-hmm. And in that particular program, we actually made the antigen that they want us to make it 35 times more than the second best cell line. So they've now treated, in this case, it was for animals, cattle, and we had 100% protection. Right. But it's really a platform technology that we can put DNA in, and we're agnostic to disease. It's just about making large volumes of low-cost medicines, whether it be a vaccine, so a antigen, for example, to prevent the disease in the first place, right, or be an antibody to treat it. We can do both, and we can do it across wide, diverse disease states. Okay, so prevention or then to treat it. Those are the two things. Just before I move on from coronavirus, and so I fully understand, is this a pat your back moment for you? Is something really great happening and that we can quantify? Well, I wouldn't say it's a pat in the back. I think it says that we were actually thinking ahead. We're ahead of the curve, so to speak. Yeah, so if I were to make a headline, what's the headline for the company? Dyadic what? Making healthcare more affordable and accessible to humankind. Globally. Okay. Yeah, because I know that your technology is for animal and human health across all those markets and other areas that you focus on, arthritis, diabetes, flu, cancer, trying to do it at a low cost but have high efficiency. Tell me about what your goals are for 2020 and beyond. Well, our goals for 2020 and beyond are to actually disrupt the biomanufacturing process, the way they make these things. Today, they're using an old technology that I kind of equate to using a Model T engine in a Tesla world. Right. So if you want to disrupt something, you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Apparently, that's Einstein's version of insanity. Our version is that you need to disrupt things in order to make it more efficient, do it faster, do it quicker, do it cheaper. You have to change the cell line in the manufacturing process. And we're working with companies like the Serum Institute in India. They're the largest producer of vaccines on the planet by volume. We're working with Sanofi, top 5 pharmaceutical company. We've got 5 other top 25 pharmaceutical companies that have come in that are funding research and development to test drive this cell line to see what products we can make out of it, how fast we can do it, the quality, the yields. And so, the goal here is to ultimately replace status quo with something new and modern that can do it better and cheaper. How worried are you about biochemical warfare, where people... there was even chatter that coronavirus may have been exactly that. I didn't actually see any merit to that chatter, but your thoughts going forward? Well, again, it really comes down to having the readiness, the preparedness of having a platform technology you can put DNA in and outcomes, whether it's a vaccine, an antigen, a virus like particle, or a antibody. So to your point, we worked with the Israeli Institute of Biological Research. Right. And we came out with an enzyme that would prevent sarin gas, so to treat a biological threat. So we're not working just on epidemics and pandemics, but also potential biological threats that really face us. This is a big growing problem in the world. And so folks know, your stock has been running hot. It's up about 200% over the last year. The limitless treatments that you can put together, I guess you just need the time and money to be able to do that. Last question is the big picture of everything going forward and how we should be reacting as well. At what point are you going to start wearing a mask here in the States? At what point should we be worried? Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not wearing a mask. But
right.
anyways, again, to your point, just to address the cash flow, we have $37 million in cash, no debt, no warrants, so we have plenty of running room. So we're working with partners to basically license technology so we would have non-dilutive upfront cash payments from big pharma, milestones and royalties. So, look, the bottom line here in the end is we need to work with the governmental agencies. We're working with the EU government. We're working with the Israeli government.
Right.
We need the U.S. government to jump on board. So we're prepared to deal with these pandemics and epidemics and potential biological threats when they come, because they're going to come.
Are we going to be getting a coronavirus shot too in the future? Because right now we all get flu shots. Are we going to get is that going to be a shot for us in the future?
Well,
this year?
Again, I'm not a doctor, but it's possible.
Well, it's something you're working on, right?
Yeah, we're working on the vaccine and the which is the treatment or the prevention and the treatment, the antibody. But yeah, it's possible.